Hey guys, welcome back to Ballroom Feed, another Technique Tuesday for you. Today we're going to talk about how to stay on the music and the hustle. So obviously this is going to be more focused on the syncopated timing and hustle because the standard timing is pretty basic and most people find it comfortable to keep that beat. So we will be working on the syncopated version of hustle, okay? So I'm going to go through kind of a few different elements that help with this. The first thing is understanding the timing because it is a little tricky because it's not following necessarily an even number throughout, which I'll explain now. We've done videos in the past with the timing of the syncopated hustle, but we'll go over it quickly now. I'm just going to use the followers version of the stationary basic, okay? So we're going to go back, rock, march, march. That's all we're doing. So the timing is and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Now, what's tricky about this is if we were to count in a bar of 8, it would change. So it's not going to be and 1 every time, right? If we're actually counting the numbers. So I'm going to change it for you and you're going to see what that would sound like. We're going to go and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5, and it keeps going. So basically you can see that eventually we'd probably get back to and 1, but that's not even after 2 bars of 8, okay? So it does change constantly if you're very comfortable with counting music in measures or bars. If you're a musician or something like that, it can be hard because if you're trying to count and 1, it's difficult because it's not always actually going to line up on that number. So that's where people find it hard to count the music in the first place. So that's why we recommend just counting and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, because it's easier and it's also counting what we call the sequence, which is just matching a number to your weight transfer. So that keeps it the same every time, going and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So your and is always your back rock, your 1 is always your forward rock, and then your march march in this case would be 2, 3. So we're matching our weight transfer to the number, not necessarily the number in the bar of music when it plays. I hope that makes sense. You have to get over the fact that we're not counting the timing, we're counting the sequence, but we're also counting the rhythm. By rhythm, I just mean the pace in which we're going. We're going half a beat, whole beat, whole beat, whole beat, right? We go and, then we go 1, which is a full beat, then we go full beat, okay? Yeah, so that's the timing, and understanding that and practicing that with the music on your own with just this basic is easiest, just to get used to that change with the music and keeping it consistent. So next, the size of your rock step and the way that you place your foot on the floor of your rock step is going to determine how quickly you can transfer your weight, right? So the easiest fix is not taking a large step back. We're simply placing it right behind our front foot. So I'm going very, very small. If I show you with this foot so you can see better, it's just behind my forward foot. I'm not reaching back. I'm trying to keep my weight as forward as possible because when we're with a partner, now we're connected. I don't want to be pulling my partner around. That goes for both leaders and followers, of course. So we try to keep the common center quiet, and then I try to take a really small step, barely transferring any weight, and rocking forward. This makes me fast. So I go and 1, right? Especially when we get faster music in the hustle. This allows me to stay fast, forward weighted, which will relate to your partner connection later, which is very important. So small step back, very important, so you can be fast and better connected. Now, the foot placement, which helps me stay more forward weighted over the front foot, is not putting the back heel down. So if you watch my feet, I'm just putting the toe or the ball of my foot on the floor, not putting the heel down. So what this does is you can see I'm only placing a very small amount of weight back there, which keeps my spine more forward over the foot. It does go back a little bit, but just maybe like 30%. It's really not a lot. And it's so fast that I'm able to do that with comfort. So if I place the ball of the foot, I immediately push forward back where I started. So it's gonna be ball, whole foot, or ball, ball flat, but just the back step is gonna be the ball of the foot. So it's just this part of the foot on the floor. Do not put the heel down. So that takes time to get used to. So what I recommend is just whatever your role is. If you're the leader, you're gonna put the left foot back. If you're the follower, you're gonna put the right foot back, and you're just gonna practice this feeling of rocking in place underneath yourself with the ball of the foot on the floor, and then rocking straight onto the forward foot. If you have a mirror, you'll be able to see your spine. If you're shifting a lot, you can see how much I'm moving, right? So this is not good. I'm moving way too much. I'll never make it, and I'll be pulling my partner around. Practicing and understanding the timing. You can practice with the music on your own, practicing the rock step, using a short step, and only using the ball of the feet. Those are gonna make you more efficient, faster, and also the third element, which we're going to be talking about now, is partner connection. So understanding partner connection first is important. We have a bunch of videos on exercises and drills to improve or understand your partner connection. So I'll link those in the description. That way you can find them. I'm not going to spend too much time on that now. But the idea is we're not going to be, like I said before, pulling away from our partner or pushing our partner too much. There's gonna be this sense of in and out as we do our steps, because we are going slightly away from our partner and then coming right back to the center. So what we don't wanna do is take our arms with us, right? So I try, if this is my line here, I try to take my center away, which means my arms are gonna extend. I'm not gonna extend so much that I'm gonna push my partner, but if this is the invisible line here, right, I'm gonna go away from it, I release the arms as much as I need to, and I come right back to it. Of course, I'm gonna try to take a smaller step, so I wouldn't have to move that much, but you wanna allow this part of your arm to be flexible and keep the common center to the best of your ability with your partner, okay? And you will be having a slight compression and stretch throughout, but again, we've done videos, more detail on that with a partner so you can kind of see that stuff. So those are the three elements that I would advise you to practice and understand before trying it with music, and then maybe practicing on your own with music just to understand the beats and use a song that is super clear with a heavy beat. That way you can hear it really easily and get comfortable with the fast timing on the rock step, which is a little bit different. So that is all my advice. I'm gonna show you just on my own so you can practice with me, but you can also practice with a partner as well. 5, 6, ready, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go the other foot. 5, 6, here we go, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you didn't know, we do have a website, ballroom.com, where we teach the hustle and many more dances, so go check that out, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.